Hello and welcome to the weekly watch of July 10th, 2013. I'm your host, Darkly10000, and with me as always is Truman.
Right here.
And Nathan.
Hello.
You always take so long to say hello.
Yeah, I always think maybe Nate got cut off. Maybe he's not here anymore.
It's like,
maybe
what happened to him?
Slack. Or maybe you forget to greet our one listener.
We have 4, 5
Okay.
who are subscribed.
So today, last week we watched Genshiken and the OVA. Are we including the OVA? Did you guys all watch it?
Yes, we all watched the OVA.
Okay, just making sure.
And it's like, we've watched it with the purpose of trying to watch this season's Genshiken.
Forgetting that there was a second season?
I didn't know there was a second season. I'm like, this seems to be ending too quickly to catch up to where, what's it called? Nadame is.
Oh.
And,
yep.
And so I'm kind of sad about that.
I mean, yeah.
Because a lot of stuff happens between those two.
Well, I guess we'll talk about it soon. Alright, hell, we can just start off with it. So how was it compared? How was the show compared to the manga?
Oh, the show?
Similarities and differences.
It follows it very close.
Okay.
Which is, in my opinion, sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes it's a problem. But in this, I think it's a good thing, because they actually, show more animation and emotion with it. Of course they show more animation.
Because it's animated? Congratulations. You know a definition.
Shut up. But, the episode where basically, I think it was episode... Oh, well, it's the episode where... Episode 9, where Midame is sitting in the room with the non-otaku girl and trying to talk to her. That whole episode.
Oh,
that's only
the glasses guy.
Yeah, that's only one chap. That's only one short. That's only one short chapter.
I thought that was. Yeah. See, I actually really liked this show. I liked how it did. It felt like it captured what just being a weird otaku kind of person is. I guess just being a nerd in general.
Oh,
but I felt it really captured it pretty well. It captured that disconnect with norms and just stuff like that. Just weird obsessions and.
It's like, I'm going to let you continue, but I'm going to stop you right here because there's an important question we need to ask.
What's that important question?
What is Genshiken?
You mean what does it actually stand for?
No, the series. Describe the series.
Oh, describe the series?
Yes.
I mean, the series was this college club where a bunch of otakus sat around and did otaku things, but also one norm girl who was there throughout the whole show. There's just one norm girl who kind of would just throw a wrench in everything all the time. And who I hated.
What? What?
How do you not? She's just how much of a norm can you be? She was just super norm. That's my thoughts on whatever her name was. Norm girl.
But it's like she grows to accept it, and she goes to accept the club.
Yeah, but especially in the beginning, it's just near the end.
Well, in the beginning, that's how pretty much everyone would react.
I mean, near the end, okay, she wasn't that bad. At the beginning, it's just she was scaring away the new club members, and it's all this stuff. And I was just like, man, what a bitch.
And what does Genshiken stand for?
I feel like you have a sheet of questions that you wrote earlier, and
no,
you just reading
I
them
have
off.
no sheet of questions.
Okay, fine.
I wanted to know if you guys knew.
Was the abbreviation? I don't know. I'm just reading it right now. The Society for the Study of Modern Visual Culture.
Yep.
Oh,
It's like a mishmash of all the words.
Yeah, and they just mishmashed the stuff and then translated it, and it becomes Genshiken.
the Otaku Club.
Yeah, which was it was basically a Otaku club.
The Otaku Club where people from the anime club and the manga club who didn't fit in go there.
Exactly.
Or are forced there.
So, alright, let's just go to...
So you were saying, like, you like how it captured...
Yeah, I liked how it captured just the feel of just being nerdy, I guess. Just nerdy in general.
It's like, I think it captures that too, like, similar to, like, how NHK does it. Where, except for without the dark cynicism and...
Oh, kind of over... I mean, NHK was definitely over the top. This I felt just captured it just accurately, you know?
Accurately?
I mean, maybe a little over the top at times, but I think for the most part it was pretty much accurate. I mean, that's what I felt. And okay, the one thing I don't know if this was just me or not. I always felt like there was just like melancholy the whole time. Like the whole time I was watching it, it's like there was like this sense of melancholy. Was that just me?
Well, I didn't get that sense. Nathan's humming.
Like I enjoyed the show a lot, but like every time near the end of the episodes, I always felt like there was this just general melancholy through it. And I wasn't sure if that was just me or what.
That's just you.
Okay.
That's just you, because most of the time by the end it seemed like the characters felt happier.
Alright.
The only one who would be sad would be the non-otaku girl, because she would have to spend all her time with these otakus.
Alright, that's fair. I just wasn't sure. Wasn't sure how, if it was just me or if that was just in general. So that's cool.
One of the things I liked about it was, as it went on, it starts off like a normal anime kind of thing where it's like, oh, this guy must be the main character. But by like the end of that episode, there is no main character really. It's just everyone in the room pretty much.
Just the club.
It keeps changing who it is pretty much.
Honestly, I think
based on episode.
As an average, I think the character that was most often the main character is probably the Norton girl, isn't it? Or is that...
It's either her or, what's his name? Glasses guy. Madarame?
Yeah.
Madarame.
Yeah. And it's like those two are the main characters, but I know like in later seasons, they graduate.
Yeah, I saw the like page for the Genshiken Nadame, and I saw the poster art for it, and I realized that I didn't recognize the characters. I'm like, oh wow, I think that's really cool. Like so the story is really going on past it's not like these things where they're like forever in second year of whatever.
Yeah, because apparently
they've already gone through 2 years, haven't they?
Exactly. Yeah, it's two years have passed.
The first season was 2 years of college. So
yeah.
And so apparently Genshiken 2, which is the second season that we didn't get to watch, and I'm still rather upset about that, is Sasahara's run as the president and the next president after that.
And I think that's actually really cool.
And so
keep running through characters.
And then the season that's airing now is going to be the 5th president, which is still running in the manga.
I mean, I'm probably definitely going to watch it myself. Because, I mean, this was definitely a keep watching one, not a Slayers, I'll get to it eventually kind of thing.
I like Slayers.
Nah.
You got to learn to love the classics.
There's loving the classics, and then there's oh boy, Slayers. It's just not happening for me.
God, I hate you sometimes. Okay, so on to your favorite character.
Favorite character. I'm trying to think, and I probably have to say either Ono or the cosplaying girl.
Yeah, Ono.
Or the cosplaying guy. One of the cosplayers. Just cause,
the cosplayers?
Yeah, it's probably one of the cosplayers. They were both pretty great.
So I'm guessing you also like that couple.
Yeah, that too. Just kind of a mix of those things. Especially I thought Ono got a lot better in the OVA when she became less
quiet.
Yeah, less shy and shut in. Especially in the OVA, Ono became a pretty awesome character. In the main show itself, she was a little quiet and didn't say much. But in the OVA, I felt she became one of the best. She definitely became one of the best.
Well, that's because it's in the OVA, she's trying to prove that Ogue is a BL fan.
Yeah, an otaku.
A BL fan, especially.
Well, especially that, but just in general, an otaku. So, I thought that was funny, and the whole. I liked the fire and the building Gundam figure episode. I just remember that one, and I liked that one a lot.
Oh God, it's everyone's just absolutely paranoid of what's her name?
I don't remember her name. Oh, Kasukage.
Kasagi. Yeah.
Kasagi?
Yeah, and and then at the end she just ends up breaking it.
But, it was a good way to show how much people care about their models.
Exactly. Every episode, really portrayed a really strong part of...
a part. There were episodes focused on certain parts of Otakuism.
Yeah, but I think it transcends just Otakuism into just general nerdiness in general, which is actually kind of...
Isn't that pretty
Japanese
much what...
No,
that's
it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
What do you mean it doesn't?
I do not relate to this at all.
Oh, wow. Differing opinion. Really? At all? Even if you think of it in light of, something else.
No, I've never gone to conventions. I don't play Aero games. My Warhammer models, I don't care if it gets scratched or little pieces break off.
Wow, Nate. Who's the norm now?
Yes, I'm the norm because I spend all my time alone. Unlike you. God damn it, you're such an idiot, Truman.
Hey.
I just said I didn't relate at all. Norm.
So Nate, you felt you didn't relate to it at all, really?
Not really, no.
Wow.
The part I related to was at the very beginning when, what's his name? The guy you think is going to be the main character. Yeah, Sasahara. When he's walking around and I don't know if I'm going to join the club thing. That was the biggest part I could relate to.
Wow. And so what did you think of the show in general then? Because I thought for me one of the biggest draws was I thought the whole thing was really relatable.
I don't know. Parts were funny, but other than that, I didn't really care.
Alright. Jay, I'm guessing you thought it was probably pretty good and related well, right?
I recommended it.
That's true. Usually we don't know what it is, so... Even
I knew what it was.
I guess that's true. You did read the manga. You knew what you were getting into. Alright, what else do we got?
Nathan's favorite character.
Oh yeah, Nate. Who did you like?
I don't have one.
None?
Well,
really?
Too bad. Pick one. I was forced to pick one when I said I didn't have one.
Fine, let's just go with the biggest dick of them all, the manga club guy.
Oh my god, the manga club guy.
Oh,
their
my God.
antagonist.
Manga club guy.
The main antagonist. wow, that dude was just a dick. And see, I even thought he was a good character though, even though he was a dick. But he just because he reminded me of all these people, the people who just go over and be like, oh yeah, this is why I'm better than you because of all these things. Like I just like know everything and I'm better than you.
Do you have a lot of people like that in your life?
I don't know. I remember when I would go to like metal concerts and stuff, people would be like, oh, well, I only listen to these, like, obscure, unnamed bands. And they just, like, go on and on about it. I'm like, wow, dude, you need to calm down. And the same thing happens with you know, anime and stuff. And people are like, it's like, oh, well, you have shit taste. These are good. And I'm just like, wow, man, just calm down. Like, people like what they like.
It's like, I liked it before it was cool.
Exactly. When people like that, it's like, wow, you're impressing all of no one with that. And I felt that he was that. Like, that's just what he was.
Okay, so you see a lot of reflections in your actual life.
Exactly, I do. That's why I liked it, the show. I saw reflections of pretty much every single character.
Alright. That makes sense. I mean, that's one of the major draws, normally, to this show. And so, my favorite character is probably Madarame. Oh, no, wait. No, it's not Madarame. It's Ogyu.
Oh, which one's Ogyu?
She was in the OVAs.
Oh,
The girl who hates otakus, but actually is completely one.
Yeah. So, why her?
I would have to say because of future knowledge, mainly. But, it's mainly her story as it goes on, and the fact that how she's introduced is jumping off a building. Or jumping out a window.
That is kind of funny, actually. She was a pretty good character
but how easily it's like how easily she gets influenced in those OVAs.
I thought that was
just
really
makes
funny.
bad decisions.
So naivete.
She's pretty funny.
She's pretty naive.
That too.
Is the word you're looking for.
Naive. Yeah. Naive's the word you're looking for. Yeah, I'm easy. Fuck you, Truman.
Hey, I took English class in high school. I wonder what you did.
What I did? I fucking slept through calculus.
What a dick. Okay, let's continue.
Alright. So, scores. Nathan, I'm interested to hear what your score is.
Yeah.
Mainly because you didn't connect or like it that much, from what I could tell.
I don't know, 5 or 6.
5 or a 6?
Wow.
5 or a 6?
So, like, reasoning? Just...
Because the main draw of the show is that you can, like, relate to the characters, and I can't.
Okay.
No, the main job of the show is to be entertaining.
But that was it.
Alright, I
Yes,
guess
but
I can
it's
understand.
entertaining because you understand what the characters think and feel, and I don't.
So, you just didn't feel, you just didn't connect with them, and yeah, I guess if you didn't connect with the characters, I mean, it would probably be a pretty boring show.
At times it seems like a chore to watch the show because the things they were doing didn't really interest me that much. I don't really care about seeing people go to conventions and get dojin.
Oh, I don't understand that part at all.
Oh, really? Jay, you go to conventions.
Yes, but I don't go for dojins.
Yeah, but I don't know. Neither do I. I still connected with the whole going to conventions thing, even though I don't understand.
But AX and comic are completely different. Because
that's true.
AX is much more of a cosplayer's con.
That's true. I mean, that's very true. I thought I could still understand the whole, like compared to from a norm's point of view, like a convention is a convention, you know. There's norms are still like standing outside of AX going like, what the fuck is this? So I felt just the convention in general. Obviously, you know, I don't understand the comic experience.
Oh, comic is stupidly long lines that I don't get.
Oh yeah, I mean, obviously the specific experience is different, but I still felt like I was in tune with the whole convention experience, because I mean, we go to AX all the time, even though I missed it this year.
Fuck you. I'm so sad about that.
You think I'm not? I wanted to go so bad, and took me forever to convince my brother to extend the GSC line to get me those 2 figures, which I did.
Okay.
So, all right. So,
what'd you give it?
Jay, your score?
Okay.
I'll give mine first.
Fine. Fine. Whatever. I don't care.
Well,
I don't care.
Suggested it. You should go last. That's what I thought. I gave it. For me, I'm between like a high 8 and a low 9. I mean, it was really enjoyable. I liked it all the way through. But I don't know if it's quite 9 level. I might just bump it up because I liked the OVAs a lot. I thought the show, it got better with the OVAs. I enjoyed the OVAs more.
Did you notice that the art style kind of changed a bit?
Slightly, yeah, I did notice that.
Like their eyes got brighter, I think? Or was it rounder?
I couldn't tell you. I finished it pretty quickly. I finished it like halfway through last week. So,
I guess it's because I marathoned it all.
Yeah, you probably would. I think I'll just, go better rather than worse. I'll give it a 9.
A 9?
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to give the show an 8, the OVA a 9. That's what I'm going to do.
The show an 8 and OVA a 9.
Yeah.
I hate how these things are separate like that sometimes.
Yeah. But, I mean, there's no 8.5, which is what I'm feeling, so that works for me.
Okay.
So that's what I'm going to do.
Alright. I would probably give both of these seasons, or both these, 9, because, oh god, all the reasons you said, and, what I know is going to happen later in Genshiken 2 is also swaying that.
Yeah.
Plus the actual English dub, which I watched in, is pretty good.
Oh, I couldn't. I watched it subbed.
How did you watch it sub? What is?
I went 2 minutes of 2 minutes of dubs, and that 2 minutes was because I couldn't figure out how to make it go subs. The subs weren't working at first, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't hear this. I can't listen to this, and I just changed it.
You know you can't judge dubs by the first episode, right? Because on the first episode of any character, of like any show and any like voice acting, they don't really know the character yet.
I understand what you're saying, but I didn't do it. Like I didn't. I don't know what to tell you. I didn't. I was like,
I don't support Americans animation.
I was like, nope, not happening, and I went back to subs. I'm sorry, I couldn't do it.
God damn it. Alright, fine. And so we now move on to Weekly Watch. And by that I mean now airing. God damn it, you got that name stuck in my head. Why did that name get stuck in my head?
The Weekly Watch is a much better name.
Also known as now airing.
I prefer Weekly Watch.
So, the 3 shows that we're watching, altogether are...
Inu to Hasami wa Sukuyo.
Dog and Scissors.
Yeah, Dog and Scissors. Uchoten Kazuku.
Oh god, what?
Uchoten. We'll just call it Uchoten.
Uchoten? And finally, Watamote.
And then, Watamote. Oh my god. Alright, which one do you want to start with? Let's start with Inu, because it's already 2 episodes in.
Yeah, Inu's 2 episodes in.
Yeah. So, anyone want to start with Inu before I go?
Please, start us.
Just go, Truman.
Okay. So, first episode, you can't judge something on the first episode. The first episode is just
I can judge a lot of things on the first episode.
Okay. So first episode I thought was okay. Wasn't mind-blowing, wasn't great. It was shooting for like a run-of-the-mill, enjoyable, but, not nothing spectacular. So it was probably shooting for a 7. Like, he was like, it was good, but not great. Then episode 2 came along. Episode 2 dropped it, like, it just dive bombed in my eyes. It just became idiotic. What, this guy just, oh yeah, I magically learned these fighting moves from reading these books. I'm just sitting there like,
No. Not just fighting moves. Fictional fighting styles.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. They learned fictional fighting styles from reading these books in 2 days? And I'm just sitting there like, oh, what the fuck is going on right now? Like, I'm legitimately confused. Like, is this really the way this story's going? This is what they're doing?
Did you read the description of the fighting style?
How he dislocates his joints?
Your shoulders and stuff.
Yeah, it was just...
your joints? You can't fight like that.
It was just like, I was just standing there, I'm like, what? This is the stupidest thing. And
let's not forget the other move, the tap magical girl dance.
The hypnosis tap dancing. And I'm like, what? Like, it would be funny if it was supposed to be a parody, but they were serious. Like, it was supposed to be serious, somewhat at least. And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, what? Like, and then after all that, and then you get the whole, then you get the cliche, oh no, I'm gonna forgive them, blah, 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 everything is good. And it's like, ugh, whatever. So that was just, that's just, I don't like that. And then they just, completely changed the heroine's character. Just boom, snap of the finger. The voice actor completely changed her voice. And it was just a complete 180 of character instantaneously. And I'm just sitting there like, I was blown away. I had no idea what to do. So I think this show's gonna end up terribly.
Great pick, Nathan.
We're gonna keep watching it. I think it's awful. I think it's just gonna keep getting worse and be awful. That's what I'm guessing.
Great pick, Nathan. Again.
And so if you guys want to say anything else, that's
mine. Off of your recommendation, Joe.
That was
It was not on my recommendation. I recommended one of those. Truman says Tanuki.
Oh yeah,
Truman said the Tanuki show.
When we were talking about the shows, one of you said Bloodlad, and one of you said this show. And since I don't follow any of this crap, I was just like, okay, I'll pick one of these two.
I think it was still your choice. I think it's because I said I probably wasn't going to watch Bloodlad, but I probably was going to watch Inu, and so Nate just said, okay, let's just do Inu then.
And which one's better?
Bloodlad was definitely better.
So far.
Yeah, so far. And although, we'll see about Bloodlad. I'm still not convinced about that it would be good.
Alright. So next is Uchiten.
Uchiten.
Alright.
Who wants to talk about that one? Because I kind of I did most of it for the other one. Anyone?
Alright. So it's a show about, Tengus and Tanuki living among humans and hiding, pretty much. They're hiding.
Yeah.
And
they're not in hiding. They're just...
Well, they're not they're technically in hiding. They're not showing themselves.
I guess that's true.
Publicly.
In hiding would mean they're actively oh, let's hide from the humans. Anne Frank was in hiding.
They're in disguise. How about that? They're Transformers.
Okay, I'll accept
They're in disguise. God, semantics here. And so, everyone has really square ears.
Yeah.
And although I like the main character, I'm not exactly sure what I watched. So I think I need to watch it again.
I really liked it personally. I thought it was interesting. It was it really throws you into the middle of I have no idea what's going on, and it'll probably get explained later on. But I thought I enjoyed what was going on. I enjoyed the ride of, hey, what's happening right now? I mean, I sure don't get it, but
it's I liked it, but the square ears are something I need to get used to. They're just blocks taped to their head.
Really, I didn't notice that.
Really, that was the first thing I noticed.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't notice that at all.
It's usually ears have some sort of detail on them. These are just plain blocks.
And they seemed really low too.
Did they?
To me, it seemed like they were a bit too low.
I couldn't tell you that one.
Well, I mean,
also the entire first episode was the main character, who's a Tanuki, pretending to be a high school girl. That was a bit odd. It's like, hey, here's the main character. High school girl the whole time.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do?
Well, it's like,
Complain about it?
Character who, in the opening and whatnot, male. You see that, and like just the entire show is a female. It's weird.
So, I mean, I don't know. I liked it a lot. I'm really interested in see where it goes, and I think I got high hopes for it so far, based off the first episode.
Like, honestly, I would drop Inu by now.
Yeah, I would have dropped Inu. But after that second episode, I probably would have just dropped it and said, I'm done with that.
But this one has me interested to keep going so far.
Definitely. I'm definitely interested to see where they take it. First episode, I think, is great. Anything else to add about it?
Not really. And so, Nathan, you take Watamote.
Watamote.
Alright. Okay, okay. So, describe it and then my thoughts?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, is there anyone who doesn't know what Watamote is? Come on.
People 30 years from now.
That's true. I forgot about our legacy.
The show based on the manga is about a girl who is extremely antisocial and unpopular, hoping that she can become popular, and her failed attempts at doing so. Oh, damn it. Alright. I think that when she actually talks to people, I thought that was done so well.
Like the few times she talks to people.
Just like the stammering, yeah.
Yeah, she stammers and she turns her face away from them and she's really, really quiet. And she gets this weird smile when she does it because she's like, oh yeah, I'm talking to someone.
Like, I thought, I liked the voice actress. For me, some of the big things I was worried about having, being, everyone, all of us, probably love the manga. I don't know what you guys thought about it exactly. I don't know how you can not love it. But
I know a few people who don't love it. It's like people who can't love that manga, pretty much, are people who can't laugh at their own situational self.
That makes sense. But I was really worried, what's the voice actress going to be like? And that was one of the big concerns. And then how are they going to handle the actual episodes themselves? And both those things I was happy about. I thought the voice actress did a good job, and I thought the way the episode flowed was really well. I mean, it kind of compiled the same issue from a set of chapters into one solid episode, Yeah. So this episode was just like her trying to change her image. And that was probably, definitely a few chapters in the manga. Just like, this was great. It was like all the best parts of that manga just together in this.
Yeah, I remember, I think it was, I can't remember exactly when you said it, but you thought a lot of the, I don't want to say charm from the manga, whatever, but a lot of it's just her face.
Oh yeah. Just her reactions to just the situation she gets into.
How she looks, and I think they did that pretty well.
I thought they did a great job with it.
Like when she's at the top of the stairs in the McDonald's and her brother comes up, that was perfect. I think that was almost an exact copy from the manga.
It was just incredible. And here's something. What do you guys think about the opening theme?
I was hoping someone would bring that up. I felt like my neck hurt from just the whiplash of tone change.
I was so surprised. I'm like, when I first heard it, I'm like, what? This is what they opened with?
It's just metal.
Yeah, they have this J metal band, and I'm like, what? This is the opening? I was like, I don't understand. But I mean, I think it works actually pretty well.
Yeah, of course it works. It's about her angst.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just extremely angsty, and it gets that through. It describes it really well. And I like the fact that they balance it with the ending theme being classical J-poppy, but with her, they mix it with the terrible singing. You at the parts.
Yeah, no, it's supposed to be her singing. I actually really like the ending.
Yeah, I thought they were both the opening and ending were great. But I was blown away. I did not expect that as the opening theme. That was the last thing I expected.
I'm gonna be honest. It's like I've seen enough of the reactionary faces from the show that kind of already over it because I know what's going to happen in this with Watamote, because it's just like it's literally the same thing, and the manga already had some great reaction like faces, and I'm just like I don't know if they're going to do anything new, which they probably won't.
Honestly, I'd be perfectly happy if they don't do something new. They just capture the essence of the manga.
I think this is a case where like being too faithful, at least in my opinion, is kind of a bad thing. Where Genshiken, it was actually a good thing, which surprises me because I really tried to like this a lot more than I should.
Really?
It's like I tried to get behind this one a lot.
So you're not really digging it, is what I'm hearing.
Pretty much.
I'm loving it. I personally love the fact that it's staying true, because I was so worried they'd do it wrong, and then from now on Watamote would be seen in like a negative light. And the fact that from at least episode 1, it seems like they really captured that essence. And if that means just staying true and not changing it up at all, I'm fine with that. As long as they capture the essence is the key for me.
Okay.
So.
I mean, I still see the appeal in it, is another thing I should say.
Gotcha. Alright.
It's like, I'm not gonna hate it like how I'm hating Inu so far.
Inu, oh my god, I wish I almost want to drop it, but like at the same point, I probably wouldn't anyway. I'd probably just watch it through just so I can give it a terrible rating and say how much I didn't like it.
So,
it's only like a week and a half into the series. We could drop that and pick up Blood.
Nope.
Rather be watching
No,
we're committed to this, Nathan.
We have to keep going. Full steam ahead. We have to keep going, power through, and just every week talk about how much we don't like it.
So, is there any other shows you want to bring up, Truman?
Well, the other shows I watched, Servant X Service, which was about the basically public service people, workers. I thought it was great. I thought it had that working vibe of just like,
Exactly. It has that working vibe.
Of just like, just these set little, what's the term? Little skits of like in just like a day's worth of something. It's like a whole day,
somewhere.
And it's just like these random skits throughout the day. And I thought it reminded me of working. And even I know, it's like well, obviously because they're both working jobs, but like it wasn't that. It just had the same vibe.
I know what you mean, because I had the exact same feeling.
And I mean, I loved working, so I'm really digging this, and I have high hopes for Servant X Service.
It's cross.
Whatever. I don't give a shit.
Or you keep it silent.
So, Jay, you got anything to add to that?
No, I'm actually surprised you brought up working, which was my thoughts on the same series.
I mean, that's what I am not going to check right now, but I might check later if it's the same people who did it, because it just has that same feel.
Anything else you want to bring up?
You mean other shows or about that?
Other shows.
So I watched the first episode of Blood Lad, and I'm kind of iffy. I don't know what to think about it. It kind of just stayed, middle of the road. Middle of the road. Like 7 level. Entertaining but not.
7's your middle of the road? It's a scale of 1 to 10.
But, okay, I mean, when I say middle of the road, I mean entertaining. Like, if something is a 5, that means it's just, I just barely don't not like it, And then under 5 is like how much I have to force myself to finish it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So like a 7 is something that's enjoyable, but that I'll forget about. Or a 6 is something that I was just like, this is okay. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. I see what you're saying.
I think it breaks down. And then 5 is just like, So Blood Lad, I mean, it was cool. It was coolish. It was okay. I think to be memorable for me, I think it had to pick up a bit. Other shows I watched, Free. I don't really know what to think about it yet.
I surprisingly like it.
I mean, it seems okay, but I really, before I make a real judgment, I don't even know what I would give it. I really got to see where it goes. Other shows I watched, Ganai wo Kakeru Tayo, which is a weird show with no good words, I think, so I'm just gonna call it the Gypsy Show. Did you watch it?
Yeah, I saw everything, pretty much.
Okay, well, I just wondering. So I watched the first episode of the Gypsy Show, and honestly, I actually really liked that one. It was like, really, I don't know, like, colorful and like actiony, but like a lot of problems I have with like actiony shows is that like things just kind of mesh together. It's just like a mess and it's hard to follow. So it had like, a lot of distinct bright colors and stuff like that. And
I was tearing off my skin while watching it.
So you didn't like it at all?
No.
Wow, that's pretty vastly different things. I enjoyed it quite a bit actually.
It's probably because you like little girls.
I knew exactly you were going to say that. Honestly, like I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to bring that up. But no, I thought the show was solid, and I thought it was bright and colorful and enjoyable.
I'll say they haven't gotten tarot cards wrong yet.
Oh, I guess I didn't know you were that knowledgeable in tarot cards.
Hey, I took a class in Magic and Ritual. I had to learn all 22 of them.
I forgot you did. God, I'm so jealous of your school. I wish I could take a class in Magic and Rituals.
Nathan, did you watch anything?
Monogatari.
No Agaragi.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet.
There's no Agaragi. It's all Bonatella and Shinji Gahara.
Wow.
There's a little bit of the snail girl too, but that's it.
They're sure.
Did they say that like that's how they're going to keep it, or was that just for the first episode?
It might just be for the first arc.
Wow.
Probably.
That's pretty surprising.
But I'm so happy it's showing.
For me, I don't know. I've never been a huge Monogatari fan.
You already mentioned this.
I know I've mentioned it before, but not in chat.
Yes, you did. You mentioned it last week.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Well, shit. Okay, guess I'll just.
You're not able to separate that from Monogatari, so
pretty much, it's exactly
automatically inferior.
It just for me in my eyes, it's always inferior to Katanagatari.
I'll watch Katana. It's like I like Katanagatari more, but it's done. It's over.
Yeah.
But it's always just like
it's like Monogatari. Monogatari is still continuing, and I can still get new stories from that.
I guess.
Just like how I liked Medaka Box, but that's done now.
Jay and I.
It's always just inferior in my eyes.
The thing is, I guess me and Jay, or Jay and I guess are able to separate it from Katanagatari and have it as its own separate series. Which you just can't do.
I'm just unable to do that. So, and then one more show that I watched, I didn't mention, is I've watched Fate Ilya. And
why does that wand have more animation frames than every character in that show?
Because the wand is important. The wand is what turns a regular person into an A-ranked magician. I mean, they're the same strength as a hero because of the wand. Like,
doesn't mean it
you
needs more
haven't played
animation
Fate Stay Night. You don't know what that means. That's a huge fucking deal. Like that magic is I don't even know how to begin to describe it. Like, it's the concept of the wand is one of the 5, or was it 7 or 5? I don't remember the exact number. It's one of the great sorceries. Like that wand is, if this was canon, it would be like canon shattering. All right. And I'm just so sad that I'm watching it and I know that it's not canon. The story isn't canon because it's funny. And
90. It's like, you do know that this also involves you liking little girls.
God damn it, Chase.
And also, wait. Like, I would say 40% of that episode was her in the bathtub.
I don't know, but I guess none of it was very fan servicey. I guess a little bit, but actually, I guess, yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
The entire show is the concept of fan service.
They actually made it quite a big point. It's not all about fan service. Really, it's all about...
No. The entire
Ilya.
show is in service to the fans of Ilya.
Okay, that's true. That's true. But when you say fan service, it means something specific. But that's true. The whole concept of Fate Iliad Prison of R is, hey, you know how Ilia's Field didn't have a route? Well, let's do this instead. Because Ilia's pretty much the most popular character next to Saber. Even though she has a pretty, not a major, she doesn't have a route in the main game. Which, yeah.
Oh, God.
So
I liked it.
I thought you watched it too. God, you give me shit, and then you watched it too, Jay. Fuck
hey,
you, Jay.
I can only give you shit if I've watched it. And in fact, my first note on that is hot loli action.
What does that
That's
mean?
what it's. I don't know.
Wait, your first note on what?
On Ilia.
That's just how it's described.
It's like I just wrote that. I'm just like hot loli action while I'm watching it.
I mean, but they didn't even introduce the secondary character and have them start fighting. So
I know.
I'm confused. Also, I don't know who the blonde girl is because Fate Hollow Ataraxia hasn't been translated yet. So just thought I'd mention that. Again, you guys don't really follow the Fate series, so.
Did you watch anything else, Nathan?
No, just leave
All right.
on and make commentary. But Jay, you said you watched everything, right?
I watched everything I could find. So
So
the
that
first
means
thing,
lowly basketball.
no, because I already
No?
saw the first episode of the first season of that. So no, not watching that.
Oh God damn it! I was
Yeah,
hoping-
Truman's the one who put it on.
What did we put up? Put what on?
You put on Roy Kaboo on in front of me.
Wait,
But
time out. We watched it?
we watched the first episode of the first season.
Did we?
Yes,
When was that?
when we were in your garage.
Oh, that's how we watched Star Driver.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I remember that now.
So the first show I want to bring up is Kami-sama no Yobi, where
The world God only knows?
no, it's the Sunday Without God. And so I was watching it, and within the first 5 minutes, I'm cracking up because the opening thing starts explaining the world. It's like on Monday, God created Earth. On Tuesday, God did something else. And then it gets to towards the end. On Friday, God explored everywhere. On Saturday, God rested. And I'm like, oh, that's pretty normal. On Sunday, God forsook the world.
Forsake.
Yeah. So it's basically, God was just like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm out. And just leaves.
Huh.
God just up and leaves. He's just like, you know what? Fuck you guys. I'm out of here. And now no one dies, and they can only be buried by gravekeepers to stay dead. And I'm just like, ah. Other than that, it wasn't very entertaining, but that had me cracking up.
Like cracking up in a good way or cracking up in a bad way?
Bad. I'm laughing at the concept of this show.
I see.
And then there were two shows that were basically, we're in a club. We're all females and in a club.
So K-On! Clones.
K-On! No. Maybe. No. No, because K-On! Has a music element. These are clubs that do nothing. One of them's called the Going Home Club.
K-On! Was technically about music.
The one that was... It's like, the one that might be interesting out of those was the one with C3 in it, where they're basically doing military BB gun games.
Did you ever watch Upote, the show where all the girls are assault rifles?
No, I don't. I saw one episode and I dropped it.
I watched the whole thing, and it's not very good, but it's just like, I don't understand the concept, because the girls are assault rifles, but they also use assault rifles, so I'm not sure, are they assault rifles? How does this work? I'm confused.
So, another show that was really dumb, in my opinion, was Brothers Conflict.
Brothers
Holy
conflict?
shit.
What is Brothers Conflict?
It's the... You're the one who mentioned it last week.
Brothers Conflict?
It was the shoujo anime.
Oh!
Which explains why I don't like it.
I forgot to start that.
The main character is an idiot, and there are like 15 fucking brothers in that show.
Boom, harem.
That are all hitting on her.
Boom, super harem. Ultra harem.
I have hatred.
Yo, that's 15. That's like half of Kohimi Muso status.
Hatred.
Kohimi Muso has like 30-something hit points, which is great. I love that game. Okay. Huh, it's on anime season. I'll have to find somewhere else.
And there's a fucking talking squirrel in it. And apparently she can understand the squirrel.
Well, why wouldn't she? It's a shoujo
Because
anime.
no one else can understand the squirrel.
Obviously, you don't know much about shoujo anime.
It does not make sense in the context of the world.
Obviously, you don't watch shoujo anime.
Look, the last shoujo anime I watched and liked did not have a talking squirrel. Or talking animals. That only the main character could... Ah! I really didn't like this. It's like, I want you to watch the episode and tell me what you think.
I will, as soon as I can find a version of it.
And the last show that I want to bring up is Makaiojo Devils and Realists. Because besides it being pretty much a pretty boy hell, and there being a pretty boy hell in that, because all the demons are just pretty boys in it. It's...
So is it not shoujo anime?
No, maybe. There's no girls, so I don't think it could be shoujo.
But, it's a page that has all the shows and the timers. It says it's shoujo.
Anime season has it listed as demons, fantasy, josei. I don't know what that means.
Josei is, it's for older girls.
Oh.
Like, shoujo is equivalent to shonen, and josei is equivalent to saisen, or whatever.
Seinen? Yeah.
Seinen.
Okay, fine. Gotcha. Understand.
But, I found it humorous because the main character is a complete science nut, and it's just like, this is how the world is. And then it gets thrown into a world of magic, and it's just like, I must logically reason this. And he's all like, they're just using pyrotechnics or something like that. But I don't think it's going to stay like that for very long.
Huh.
And those were the main shows I wanted to bring up, because... Oh wait, Danganronpa. I forgot about that one. It has a crazy concept and crazy character design.
I'm not sure if I want to start that or just wait to play the game, because I don't know, like I heard the game's supposed to be good and the story's supposed to be good. Like, do I want to spoil myself?
I don't know. Is the game even coming out?
It's got licensed by NIS.
NIS?
Yep.
Okay. I'll probably do... I wonder what kind of game it is, then.
I think it's something like 999. It's like a puzzle VN style.
Okay. Yeah, then I'm definitely going to keep watching the anime.
Yeah.
But, so, that's pretty much all I watched. That's pretty much everything that I could find.
So?
Nathan, what are we watching next week?
Ungo.
Ungo?
Okay.
Ungo, a show I know nothing about.
Apparently
so
it's
tune
a
in.
mystery.
It's a mystery?
Yeah.
Alright. So tune in.
Watch.
Tune in next week on the Weekly Watch where we will talk about Ungo. It's like, I'm Darkly 10,000 and I'm signing out.